Right, could you all please be seated? Welcome, family and friends. We are gathered here today to witness and celebrate the marriage of Daniel and Stacey. This is not the beginning of a new relationship, but an acknowledgement of the next chapter in their lives together. Dan and Stacey have spent years getting to know each other, and we now bear witness to what their relationship has become. Today, they will affirm this bond publicly and formally. Dan and Stacey will mark their transition as a couple, not only by celebrating the love between themselves, but also celebrating the love between all of us, including the love of their children, Theo, Casper, their parents, siblings, family, and best friends. Without that love, today would be far less joyous for them.
Okay, let's have some much. As father of the bridegroom, I'm supposed to say something really kind and loving about my son. But it's Goodall. You know what I mean?
Hang on, the best man speech is after, yeah?
I just thought I'd get in while I could. Stacey, you're the bravest person in the world. What on earth persuaded you to get hitched up with him? I never know that. And more importantly, what have you done to him? He's turned into a polite, mature, thoughtful and considerate father. Son, your mum and I are really, really proud of you.
It's amazing that you're all here, and I really welcome every one of you. Really proud of everyone. Dan, I feel really blessed that you're part of our family. I am so proud of how much you make my daughter so happy. And that's all I want, is to see you so happy together.
Love is a temporary madness. It erupts like volcanoes and then subsides. And when it subsides, you have to make a decision. You have to work out whether your route was so entwined that it is inconceivable that you should ever part. Because this is what love is.
My daughter Stacey, you know you're my life. You've always been my life. So proud of you. Can't go into how proud I am because we'll be here to the end of next week, I'm telling you.
Stacey, I really don't know what you have, and perhaps I shouldn't be asking you that, but whatever it is, you got it. And Dan, You did all right with that one. He's definitely a keeper.
Love is not breathlessness. It is not excitement. It is not the promulgation of promises of eternal passion. That is just being in love, which any fool can do.
So, Stacey, what you have done with a little bit of help from Dan is to bring my whole family two fantastic grandchildren, Theo and Casper. And we thank you for that.
Love itself is what is left over when being in love has burned away. And this is both an art and a fortunate accident. Those that truly love have roots that grow towards each other underground. And when all the pretty blossoms have fallen from their branches, they find that they are one tree and not two.
Do you, Dan, take Stacey to be your lawfully wedded wife, to have and to hold, in sickness and in health, in good times and not so good times, for richer, for poorer, keeping yourself unto her for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Do you, Stacey, take Dan to be your lawfully wedded husband, to have and to hold, in sickness and in health, in good times and not so good times, for richer or poorer, keeping yourself unto him for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
A ring is an unbroken circle with ends that have been joined together, and it represents your union. It is a symbol of infinity and of your infinite love. When you look at these rings on your hands, be reminded of this moment, your commitment, and the love you now feel for each other. Stacey, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love.
Stacey, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love.
And with this pledge,
And with this pledge,
I promise to love you
I promise to love you
today, tomorrow, always and forever.
today, tomorrow, always and forever.
Dan, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love.
Dan, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love.
And with this pledge,
And with this pledge,
I promise to love you
I promise to love you
today, tomorrow, always and forever.
today, tomorrow, always, and forever.
Daniel and Stacey, you have made promises to one another and created a partnership, which will allow you to share and give generously from the heart. It is the most that two people in love can do to show not only themselves, but to those around them, the love and deep devotion they have for one another. Your marriage will enrich the bond of love, which will strengthen and grow as you share your future, bringing you many joys and riches as you travel through the stages of married life. Our wish for you is to always treat each other as unique individuals, respect each other's ideas, suggestions and traditions, and remind yourselves often of what brought you here together today. Daniel and Stacey, it gives me great pleasure to announce from this day forward, you are now husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
So to start with, we'd like to thank you both like to thank you for coming today. It means so much to us. Obviously, you know, everyone's had to travel so far. To have all our family and friends here with us on our special day. So we really appreciate that and all the effort you've all gone through. So thank you for that. Cheers, guys. I'll be honest, if I told you 10 years ago we'd be here, you'd probably still be laughing now. For those of you who don't know, me and Stacey first met while I was a fresh-faced 21-year-old teacher at Headland School. Stacey used to regularly tell me how immature I was and how much I made her toes curl with the things I used to say. And to be fair, that just still happens, to be fair. Since being together, a lot has changed for us both. We bought a house, we've had a baby, but I think the biggest change has been the people that we are. I know I'm far from perfect, but I honestly think you make me such a better person. I've learned so much from you, and that's why I feel so lucky to be stood here today, to be able to call you my wife.
Can we start with the bride and groom just looking each other in the eyes and really taking in this special moment? And Stacey, while you look at him, are you sure about this?
I actually left writing this speech until quite late. Not because I didn't know how to start or I was worried about writing it. I left it late because I knew your best man speech would near enough write itself. The only worry as I sat down and wrote it is that I can't really mention 90% of the stories I'd like to for fear of ruining your wedding day.
Me and Dan go way back to the first year of school. It might be a mystery to some of you why me and Dan disliked each other when we were younger. Once we clicked though, we were pretty much inseparable. We'd meet straight after school on weekdays, and on weekends we'd always sleep over each other's houses, stay up all night playing video games. And to be honest, that's where I think we really became more like brothers than friends.
The only time me and Ryan didn't really know Dan were his uni days, but we heard about him being an absolute legend. You can tell how much of a legend he was by the amount of his uni friends here today. If we can get the uni guys to stand up, that'd be good. No. Congratulations both. I know you're a genuine match, and although Helen has told me about the early days in Headlands where you made Stacey's toes curl at the thought of you, you've managed somehow to win her over to the point of starting a family with you and marrying you today in this beautiful chateau. Stacey, you look beautiful today. It's quite clear that all your experience in special needs has been useful at home too. You're an amazing friend to Helen and an amazing mum. With Theo being so grown up and independent, it must have been difficult having another child enter the family. Having to keep the fridge chocked up with cheese strings, cooking separate meals because of the certain things the new child doesn't eat. But you made it work and later went on to have Casper.
I just want to thank you, Dan, for making me best man today. All the years we've grown up together, from kids to teens and now men, really says how strong our friendship is. And it's amazing to see our kids doing the same. Even recently, you helped me take the leap and start my own little business, just so I could afford to come to your wedding today.
You're a great friend, Dan. Always quick to notice anything wrong and even faster to suggest going for a pint to talk it through. From all the hours and hours of persistent phone calls, there's actually been a few that have really helped me through things. You're honest and you're always there for your friends. You're a great dad, and I know you'll be a great husband too.
These celebrations are just the start of a lifetime of precious memories. You have made the declarations required by law, and you have made a solemn and binding contract with each other in the presence of your witnesses, your family and friends. You have given to each other a promise of lifelong love and commitment. May you live in each other's love, delight in each other's company, and may your home be a source of strength and happiness. Ladies and gentlemen, could you all be upstanding as I introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Goodall.
Not only are you caring, compassionate and kind and put others' needs before your own, but you're also strong, protective and stand up for what's right. You're an incredible mother to the boys who absolutely adore you. And you do all of this while keeping the house tidy. Stacey, it's for all these reasons that I promise to love you, cherish you and annoy you for the rest of my lives. Ladies and gentlemen, to my beautiful wife.
Ladies and gentlemen, could you please be upstanding for the bride and groom?
I just want to say to the bride and groom,
So, I suppose I'm going to sit down now, but ladies and gentlemen, and you Andrew, wherever you are, there you are, I give you the bride and groom. The bride and groom.
And that's me done. Someone get me a beer.